What's this now? The ones from the Oasis, is it? You're the rats sneaking about the place?
Why do you persist in these awful deeds? You must return the articles you stole!
One of you muzzle this dog's yapping, would you? Be a friend. And what? Don't tell me you came all this way just to vomit a few platitudes out on my floor. This place is nothing but sand and hypocrites. Drives a man mad. And this thirst, these daggers in my throat, all the water in the desert can't dull their edge.
The people you robbed at the Oasis were thirsty too. They risked their lives to get at that water, and you...
Spare me the lecture. You come to convert me? Set me on the straight and narrow? Teach me to follow the rules, be a good little sheep, live an honest life? Out here, honest lives end quick. The desert's a beast, and it's always hungry. The city's no different. There are only two kinds of folk in this world, make no mistake. The takers and the taken from. My worthless parents were easy marks, textbook victims, and still, they grit their teeth and tried hard as they could to get through each day. Till the day came they couldn't feed a family of 3, so they cut loose their kid and disappeared.
They just left you?
The city just took and took till they had nothing left. Their own brat became a burden, so they dumped him like a bag of sand. Daft, eh? Absolutely stupid. If surviving means pinching from other folk, I'll happily join the takers.
Are you sure they left because you were a burden to them? Maybe they swallowed their tears and left you in the city, in hopes that you, at least, could find happiness there.
Aye, or maybe they left me because they didn't have the guts to kill me themselves. You don't know a stinking thing about them.
You're right. I don't know their reasons. But they do. If they're still alive, you can go and ask them. You can track them down and make them explain themselves. Make them answer for their choices. You can yell and scream and fight as long as you like. As long as it takes. You can work on forgiving them. But you haven't done any of that. You've stayed here sulking and festering all your life. That's far dafter to me!
My throat! This accursed thirst, it's worse than ever. This is your fault! You smug, delusional, self-righteous little lambs make me sick! I'll take everything. Everything from you! Oi, Chief! Kent! Get your horns in here!
I assume your calling me means this conversation is over.
Aye, that's enough words. I'm choking on this lot's hypocrisy. I want them stripped to the bone!
I care nothing for your reasons, and still less for your ideals. My assistance hinges only on the weight of your coin purse.
She's heavy enough. You'll have your pay.
Then we've a contract, and you will have your money's worth. contract ends here. I'll take my leave.
What? Chief, I don't understand.
Your odds are poor, and I don't take poor clients.
Go then! They all abandoned me in the end. A fitting end. Everything taken away. So thirsty.
Will you look at all this? And every bit of it's stolen, no doubt. We need to get these back to their owners.
You'll want to have a look at this first. It's rather stunning. Those thieves were under the employ of the Cammer and Profiteur merchantry.
And the people suffering? Did it mean nothing to them so long as they reaped a profit? Despicable! Seems I found another entry for my black as pitch list. This is unforgivable. We have to stop them! The people will continue to suffer as long as these degenerates hold the kingdom's water ransom. I say we storm the place and set this matter straight right now! Do you feel that?
Monsters. Monsters roaming here, and quite a few.
Inside the temple? How? What happened to this place, Agnes?
The crystal of wind was swallowed up in darkness.
Darkness.
Yes, at the chasm in Kaldisla. It opened at the same time the crystal lost its light. And the dark that consumed it continues to breed more darkness still. I expect that font of shadows is to blame for drawing these creatures here.
Not good.
Yet we've no choice. Keep vigilant as we proceed. A moment's distraction could prove fatal.
What's all this on the floor?
The Crystallist scriptures.
Oh, what sort of things do they say?
Dauntless Seeker, offer your prayers unto the crystals. So too shall the Vestal, in accordance with the teachings. Their resplendent light shall cleave a path through darkest night and banish fear from every shadow. The scriptures have been passed down through more than 2 millennia, since the founding of the Orthodoxy. The excerpt I gave is among their most important passages.
I've heard it! From one of the old shepherds, when I was young.
It's that famous then? I've never read them, nor heard them quoted.
It looks as if someone tried to carry them away from here.
The Acolytes. They were women of exceptional faith. I expect they came here desperate to protect these writings.
This stain upon the floor. I'm afraid it's blood.
This is terrible.
It's like a storm swept through in the middle of supper. What are these scraps of cloth?
Habits.
Huh? Oh, I'm so sorry.
They belong to the acolytes who lived here. They were tasked with looking after me. I owe them all so much.
Where have they gone? Divine Glow!
Just awful. It's in complete chaos.
Yet swallowed up in silence. And in that stillness, grief. This place is steeped in sadness.
The women here made themselves a human shield that I might get away.
And now, all of them gone. It's Narende all over again.
Yet I haven't the leisure to send them on or to mourn them. I'm not allowed even the luxury of grief. They sacrificed themselves that I might protect the crystal. I'll not betray them, I swear it. No matter what happens.
Surely you can allow yourself to grieve.
I pray for them, that they may know peace. But for now, I must press onward. The crystal altar is just beyond. Follow me.
It's enormous!
Even hearing the stories, I'd never expect it.
No! Its light is dimmer still than when I left. I've watched over the crystal all my life, but this... I've never seen this.
We need to release it from the darkness. Agnes, you know what to do, don't you?
The Mother Vestal, my predecessor, showed me as a child. A right to cleanse the crystal of any evil to befall it. I'm to sharpen my focus to a single point and align my breathing to the thrum of the crystal's natural rhythm. Every Vestal to come before me has poured her prayers into the crystal. The time has come to draw upon that store of will and awaken it.
You do your office proud. Now for the final step.
The Vestal garb.
Right. Without that to serve as a conduit, you won't be able to set the crystal to resonating.
The Mother Vestal's was stored in the reliquary.
Lead the way. Once we have that, we can begin the rite of awakening.
That's the garb you need?
Yes, this is it. But the dark has beaten us here.
Oh, look at it. It's in tatters. And it must have been such a beautiful piece.
It may not serve its function in this state, yet no other set remains to us.
What now, then? We can't perform the rite without it.
Why not give it a try as is? Even without its sacred power, the frock is deliciously holy.
Stop talking, Ring-a-Bell.
If this garb is destroyed, can we make a new one?
A set of holy vestments used in some miraculous ritual? Sure, tis. Let me ask my tailor.
No, he's right. That's it. We must speak with the old sage of the Yuliana Woods. He has seen to the creation of the Vestal's garbs and other ceremonial tools for generations. There's no finer craftsman. I met him only once, as a small child together with the Mother Vestal. More than a decade has passed. I cannot say whether he is still there, or even alive, but...
But if he can make us a new set of vestments, why are we still standing around talking? I've never heard of these woods. Where are they? How will we get there?
I recall the forest being uncommonly dense. Also, there was a lake.
If it's large enough to float a ship, I'll land us there. Now, what of the ladies of Yuliana? Are there many ladies?
Ignore him. Can we be certain this lake hasn't rotted through like the oceans? That's not how I fancy ending my life.
Well, what does Ring-a-Bell's journal have to say on the matter?
Let's have a look. Ah, here we are. Yuliana, yes. The hidden heart of an ancient wood, northeast of Ansheim.
Given the book's owner, I half expected some note about the lack of women there.
Women or no, that's our next destination.
Indeed, but since we're going, let's hope for ladies.
familiar. It's been ages, but this is it. We were here. The Mother Vestal, I, and Olivia.
Was that strange, distant groaning here then, too? Or am I the only one who's thoroughly unsettled right now?
You're not alone. The lack of women here is positively chilling.
Though it seems someone lives here.
Hello? Is anyone there?
I thought I heard something. This place draws few visitors, I fear, and me fewer still. So, to whom do I owe this pleasure?
I am Agnes Oblige, sir. Vestal of Wind.
Little Agnes, is it? Oh, you have grown, child. You were scarce more than a little sprout when your predecessor brought you here. Now look at you, a fine woman you've become. Fine and plump and pleasantly jiggly.
Ugh, lovely. It's a geriatric ring-a-bell.
Then you are indeed the sage I seek. I fear I do not remember your name, sir.
Oh, we are a lot alike in that, my dear. Not many people around these parts to call me by it. Whatever it was. Sage will do just fine by me. It is what the last Vestal called me. At her heels, you. Thage, you'd call. A more charming little echo I've never heard.
Well, I am glad to have found you.
Feels rather good to hear a pretty young thing like you was looking for me. Seems I've not quite lost my charm. Now, you called yourself Vestal. I take it that means the last Vestal is...
Yes, sir. Her tenure as Vestal ended 5 years ago. Her life, a year later.
I see. A sad loss for all of us. She was fair but firm, very firm. She had taut curves fit to drive a man mad.
We shall be needing an in-depth account, good sage. Also, a briefing on any wild women of the woods.
Stop talking. Just stop.
You've quite the following, my dear. I had thought the Vestals forswore all contact with the outside world.
They are assisting me in my task.
Oh, assistance, eh? I see. Oh, and such colorful characters they are. I've kept you out here long enough. Come inside. I see. Well, that's quite the story. You've been brave to come this far, Agnes.
I'd not have managed on my own. I owe Tiz a great debt.
Well, perhaps it is we've come to the harrowing.
The harrowing?
The swelling dark is a harbinger, lad, as is the fall of the temples, the dulling crystals, the great chasm.
It is the Vestal's calling to see that darkness purged. I must awaken the 4 crystals.
Awaken them?
Absolutely astonishing!
Huh? What?
I took the liberty of stealing a peek at the ladies' fashions you've assembled in the next room, good sir. Each is a beauty fit to outshine the next. Their allure had me spellbound. Spellbound, I tell you.
I'm impressed a man of your scant years can properly appreciate them.
I would gladly talk the night away with a man of your genius.
They're a matched pair.
Ring a bell, please. We're in the middle of an important discussion.
As am I, my friend. This is art, romance. You'll come to understand in a few years. And as I recall, we didn't come here to talk. We came to procure Vestal garb as quickly as possible. While you were chatting, I searched. My efforts bore unexpected fruit, that's all.
So, you've come to me because of your need for new vestments, have you?
I have. The garb housed in the temple was lost to the darkness. We found it in scrap, sir.
Those garbs are woven from rainbow thread. No substitute will suffice.
And is this thread something you keep on hand?
I fear not, my dear. The Vestal to wear the garb must procure the thread herself. It is tradition. The last Vestal of Wind did so, as did her predecessor and countless Vestals before. Even had I the thread used to craft the last Vestal's garb, I could not fashion it into aught of use to you.
I understand. Tell me where I must go.
Of course, my child. But come, the day is nearly spent. Stay the night. Oh, yes, if you girls would like, I would be happily obliged to make space in my own bed for you.
Oh, unacceptable.
Likewise.
Then let the two of us pass the night in ardent conversation.
Good morning. Slept well, I trust? Idea, was it? How about making a nip of breakfast now for an old man, eh?
What? Why should I cook for you?
Because a young beauty's home-cooked meal is far more appetizing than anything I might make myself, of course. Given her upbringing, I've grave doubts the Vestal could boil water, let alone cook. That leaves you.
Food can wait, Sage. Now the location of the rainbow thread, if you please.
And yes, jealous are you? Oh, that's adorable.
The location of the rainbow thread, if you please.
You're no fun at all. Very well, then. I prepared a light meal while you were sleeping. Eat before you go. You'll find the rainbow thread very deep in a cave that is far west of here. I shall mark it upon your map.